Hey everybody, welcome to first episode of new comic books in the month of October. So what that means is we're going to be cosplaying every day.
Got the best wig.
So look forward to every week this month us wearing a different costume.
Spoopy times!
And the costume could be super duper simple like these, or it could be a little more complicated. I'm not promising that though.
We're not promising anything.
We could end up just being our normal selves next week.
We could be ghosts.
Cosplaying as comic book store workers.
I'm going to do ghosts with just sunglasses and we'll do a whole video like that. That would be so good. Alright, so we've got a few firsts this week. Actually, these are all number ones.
If you're wondering, we have not been drinking.
No.
These are available for sale.
Yes.
They're really neat. And
you should have just let them assume.
Well, I've been drinking tea.
I was about to...
Yeah. No, we haven't been drinking, but we
just got
flasks.
these. Yes, we just got these in today. They're pretty cool. We have nothing but indies this week. Of course, there were some great DC titles, obviously, and some great Marvel titles that came out. But these are all number ones. And they're all kind of neat looking. Some you'll know the second you see them. Some are really interesting and different. So I'll start with an oldie but a goodie. It is
and
brand new. Yeah, it's goodie. Brand new, old, and good. Our Walking Dead fans out there, we have now got the #1 issue of the deluxe presentation of this survival horror epic. Which is pretty much just saying it's in beautiful color throughout the entire book. We have these awesome covers. They look gorgeous.
I can spoil page 1, right?
Page 1 is spoil page 1.
So yeah, like look at the color in page 1.
It's amazing. Colory. Full color, all of it. They have really amazing cover art. I really like them. There's a lot of variation. There's 4 different colors. We have plenty left on the shelf, so you guys should definitely pick these up, especially if you're a Walking Dead fan.
Covers. I think you said colors.
Covers, colors, whatever. They're all there. There's color now. So
there's also a blank cover, but all of the ones that we got in were damaged.
Were destroyed, yeah.
So maybe next week or the week after we might have those in.
Yeah, we'll see what they give us. Cool. You wanna go?
Sure. This one is Sonic the Hedgehog, The Bad Guys. And this is about the character Dr. Star something?
She's a ducky.
I looked it up and I don't remember what it said. But it's about a little duck character and they need to find a place to operate. So they try to go to one of Dr. Robotnik's old... It's not called a habitat. One of his old...
Dr. Starline.
What are they called? Those places that bad guys work from. Lair. His old lair. And, but, of course, it ends up being guarded by, some other bad guys. So they have to fight to get control of this area. And that's,
If you're a Sonic fan, this is just a must-have. It's just cool.
If you're Sonic, this one's about bad guys.
All right. The next book we have for you, you're contagious.
I think I said if you're a Sonic.
Oh my god. Y'all already know. This is your new drinking game, is just to listen to us every time we flub up, take a shot. Don't do that. You will die. We do not recommend drinking and watching us make
Especially
mistakes.
if I don't edit it. Like, you'll just die. You'll have liver failure in like 2 seconds.
All right. You hold this one.
Okay.
This is this new book from Upshot. I don't know if you guys picked up any of the old Upshot books. They did some really cool series that started all around the same time. It was about 5 books a piece. Real short. This is 1 of 5. Again, just these nice one-off trades eventually when they do come out. But this one's called American Ronin, and this is like a future America that has been bought out capitalist. Thanks for dropping.
Well, I was trying to just gently flip it, and that didn't happen.
Sir.
This one is a wraparound. Did you just call me sir?
Ma'am. I was looking at this, and then I was like, sir, and then, yeah, bad.
Yeah, but
that one's a wraparound. But in this world, Ooh, Year Zero is going to have volume 2. Sorry. In this world, the corporations, capitalists, the conglomerates, they run everything. And it's a really cool kind of like hitman thriller type situation. And it's called American Ronin is because they specially breed, these particular kids from a very young age. Well, I mean, they breed them, but they raise them after that and specialize in making them perfect hitmen and perfect, like, workers for their corporation and things like that. But this one, like the Ronin, the wandering samurai, who devotes himself to no master, he breaks free of that system, and it's what he does to, you know, go forward and fight the establishment. So I'm really about this, and I'm really digging Upshots. This is a rated M for mature book.
Yeah, I'm making faces because there's like somebody implodes, I think.
We're not gonna spoil anything. But that's crazy. But yeah, if you haven't gotten into any of the Upshot series, they're really easy to get into. They're really easy to follow because there's usually only about 4 or 5 per story. That being said, a few just ended. If you ever got into Red Border, it was a story about this family that was targeted by a cartel and they fled. Then we've got... They fled. Then we've got Year Zero. It is about a Japanese hitman, a Mexican street urchin, and an Afghan military aide, and a polar research scientist, and an American prepper. 5 survivors of a horrific global epidemic who must draw upon their unique skills to work together. So, like, these really, really distinct personality and careers, they work together. There's going to be a volume 2 of this. Another 5 books.
This one was about a worldwide pandemic leave hundreds of millions dead in its wake.
The Resistance. That one was a really good one. Then there's Archangel. This guy, Heaven and Hell are fighting for the souls of mankind, but they also have assassins and mercs. So that's pretty cool. And then this one would be a great read for October. It's about this one hotel and the stories within it. And it's really dark, it's really twisted, and it's rated M for mature. And you can ask Crystal, she only read the first few pages of one of them and was like, why are there demon babies in this? So you will really enjoy it.
I did talk about the demon babies.
But yeah, these are all really cool.
So hotel specifically, I know we're past that, but the trade comes out tomorrow, so I'll talk about it a little bit. Like, oh gosh. Okay, so it has different stories in it, so you can kind of tell where each issue ended because each issue kind of tells about a different thing happening in different parts of the hotel, which is why it's called Hotel. And I really do like that Upshot has this kind of storytelling thing going on where it's very separate, very small, piecemealing stories. So I think it's really awesome. And yes, all of these Upshot titles, I believe, I haven't seen one that's not yet. All of them are rated mature. For the most part, yeah. To my knowledge. And so next is
one of my favorite authors.
Dark Horse Comics presents to you Neil Gaiman and
Norse Mythology.
P. Craig Russell. P. Craig Russell present Norse Mythology. So this was a book.
It's different stories within. It's just like the book. The book had a lot of different stories.
Yeah. So if you like Norse mythology, which is Thor, Loki, Odin, so on and so forth, that's Norse, then you might like this. However, if you are a Greek mythology person, that is Zeus, Hades, etc. Then
Wonder Woman world.
You might be interested in this, but this is not that.
I find people who like mythology in general tend to go towards different mythology.
I do. I like all mythologies, and also,
I will say there's different artists, right?
So down here on the bottom it says Mike Mignola, who is the one who did Hellboy, I believe. Mm-hmm. Jerry Ordway,
Dave Stewart, Lovern Kindzierski,
and Galen Showman. These are all, I believe, the artists.
Different artists.
And you can tell as you flip through it that different artists worked on it. Like this page obviously was done by Mike Mignola, who
and a different person
Hellboy.
Than this one.
Yeah. So.
But I will say one of my favorite things about this is the cover. If you've seen any of the Vampire the Masquerade books recently, there's a new Echo variant coming out for the Marvel's Indigenous Voices, and a couple of different art covers he's done. I think he did a Thor one as well. David Mack, he's one of my favorite artists, and he did a cover for this. So if you pick up the David Mack cover, we have quite a few still left over there. You should totally do it because it's beautiful.
Yep. So, if you've been in any of our stores, any of our locations, well, if you've been in our Nashville or Clarksville store, you may have heard the commercial talking about getting it together.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we finally actually have that book in stores. It's available today.
But this book, he talks about, it is rated M for mature.
Yep, there's definitely scenes in here that are mature.
Yes. Crystals is cover A. This is cover B. As you can see, they do look a little familiar if you know anything about pop culture. This cover is an homage to Friends. This cover is an homage to Sex and the City. That's basically kind of one of those types of reads.
Yeah.
It's about love and friendship and sex and when you cross those lines and just kind of getting together. Think of the show Friends. Think of Sex and the City. Think of all those things. This looks like a very dramatic book. It is like...
So if you like drama.
Yeah, if you're into the drama, just be like, yeah, this is it.
It is a slice of life, and it's drama. Where someone falls in love with somebody, but that was someone else was falling in love with them. And
a lot of interpersonal relationships. Lots of bodies in that picture. Definitely check it out. They've been talking about it a lot on our commercials for the longest time, and we think it's worth your time. But just remember, it is rated M for mature. So,
what company? Image. Okay.
Image. You can't go wrong with Image.
Basically.
I feel like that.
I feel like that as well. All right, and there's definitely more over there. There's a bunch of Amazing Spider-Man number, whatever number it is, where 49? We have a million covers for it.
Yes, 49. And then we have Batman 100.
Batman 100, where we have
it's actually really beautiful
3 covers for it.
I looked inside of it. It's actually really pretty. It's drawn like beautiful.
Some of them sometimes look. I'm not sure who's the artist for it.
I think someone on this run is just really good.
Yeah.
But there's. Can I say who's in it? Do you get to see like her face, or no?
I think she's already had her face shown.
Oh, she's had her face shown, but it's like she just looks really pretty to me in this because it's like 2 pages of just her making faces.
I mean, she's been in it recently, so I don't think it's a spoiler to say she's in it.
Punchline's face is like so gorgeous. There's like 2 pages of just like her making faces and talking, and I was like, oh, so pretty. It was so good.
Yeah, that's out. What else is out? There's
Decorum has another one. Die has another one. We Only Find Them When They're Dead, number 2. That's a really new one. I love that book. It's gorgeous. All kinds of neon bright colors, and it's a really cool premise.
Mm-hmm.
The next The Marked is out. We do have the newest My Hero Academia.
Oh, yeah, that's a thing.
My manga readers, we have the newest My Hero Academia, so get those. And the newest One Punch Man.
And if you've ever heard, I heard about it the other day. I haven't read it at all yet. I haven't even flipped through it. But I heard from someone came in and they were like, oh man, have you ever heard of Chainsaw Man? And I was like, no.
It looks so cool.
It's definitely a shonen. I can tell that just by looking at the cover.
We put a lot of new books up on the walls.
We did. We rearranged the wall a little bit. So
cleaned out.
We had a whole bunch of really great books come in. I know you've already seen the ones that are... I'm doing this because they're literally right beside me. Right. But you guys saw that we had some new stuff come in last week. We've added more to that, and as well as the wall, we've taken down some of the toys that were up there so that it's just the comics now. We've also taken down the graded books, but don't worry, they're not gone. They are just on the counter right next to the register.
So you can look at them closely.
Yeah. Other than that, I think that's it for this week.
I think we nailed it.
Hope you're looking forward to seeing what we're going to dress as next week.
Also, keep your eyes peeled for our Spoopy October Spectacular.
Yeah. It's going to be a little while before we do that, but it will be this month. It will be before the end of the month.
Yes. We're going to be spoopy, and it's going to be atmospheric, and it's going to be great, and we're going to tell you about a bunch of really cool horror stories, horror comics, horror volumes we have. All the best things that you can read this month, and by the end of the month, to really get the most out of your October. So, honestly, I guess that's about it. We wrapped it up. We got everything we needed. Look out for our spoopy video. Look out for more of our Sammy and Crystal after hours. Crystal and Sammy after hours shenanigans.
There will be a video out this weekend. It will not be telling you about things. It'll just be a quick update. And then the week after this week, that's when After Hours with Sammy and Crystal will come back.
We'll be back! That was excessive. Bye, guys.
Bye.